What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shire Fantasy Battle Reports. Got another battle report for today. It's the U.S. Masters 2023? Round number 3, guys. What is going on? It's your boy James here with another battle report against Mr. CJ Sisk. CJ is an opponent that actually is a Chicagoan. You guys may have recalled his army previously on a video. We played, he had a gray army that he 3D printed himself, and then he cheated on me. He freaking attacked me with large and infantry rules. And you guys in the comments actually called him out, but there's a whole blurb on if there's a comma or not having a comma on that. So basically, Troll Eater doesn't work on anything that's not monstrous infantry. But CJ didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. It's not like he purposely cheated me. But anyways, guys, this is neither here or there. We do bring it up at the end in the video. But let's go over our game. Let's go over our battle report. Now, just to let you guys know, I did record this once, but I just wasn't feeling my recording. I just wasn't. And I'd rather give you guys good content that you could feel and enjoy. So let's get over that real quick. Now, CJ Moonshine Sisk, also known as the Caveman. Here's his list. He has a Shaman. He's playing Ogre Cons. He has Shamanism. He has a Great Con. He has a Con BSB. His Great Con has the Kagadai's Legacy, while his BSB has the Heart Ripper and Troll Eater. He has 8 Tribesmen that he uses as just a Tribesman star for the characters. He has the 3 Bruisers. 3 Bruisers, these are just, what are they called? The darts, chaff, more or less, but also scoring units. He has 26 Scraplings of bows, and I think that was just because he didn't know what to do with 186 points in core. He has 6 Mercenary Veterans. These guys have Swift Stride, Plate Armor. They're 3-up armor with a Banner of Speed. Now he has his 4 Tuskers with the Banner of Giganet. Now, the the Tusker unit with great weapons is a scary unit for me. It's one of the reasons I lost last time I played him. Was I ran into him with the K-Pack and Koopa, and then the K-Pack didn't make it, and Koopa got his ass kicked, and I mean kicked, by these fucking Tuskers. So it's just a lot of attacks when you have 4 Tuskers there, especially when they're re-rolling ones. Ugh. Alright. He has his 2 Tigers and his Frost Mammoth. Now his spells, let's actually go over what he has here. Whoops. I'm going to pull up the right picture. There we go. For my spells, I got Bring the Pain, Flaming Swords, Cinder Cloak, Pyro Flow, and the Rod of Battle. Now, the reason I'm taking Cinder Cloak is basically I'm expecting to be in close combat with him. Flaming Sword, same reason. I gotta expect to take out a T5 or T4 unit. I could use it for shooting. I could use it in close combat. Basically, the Pyro Flow is just hopefully to start working my way through his units, and Bring the Pain is I'm expecting to be in close combat. That's simple. Koopa did roll a fireball. Motherfucker. Alright, I guess that's probably why I didn't take the fireball. Now, here's my list. You guys can see it, it's all there. We're playing, this is not how I deployed, by the way, if you think that, you're an idiot. Anyways, we're playing the big center, big flanks, what is that, in circle, and we're playing flags. Now, I do win the, whoops. This is the wrong pictures I'm looking at. I'm on the same table, though, so that's part of the reason why I'm looking at the wrong pictures. But, let me find the right ones. I'm getting there. CJ, oops, I take it back. Alright, so Koopa got Hand of Heaven. He didn't get Fireball. Koopa got Hand of Heaven. And I ended up taking the Scorching Salvo, Pyro Flow, Bring the Pain, and Flaming Swords. I did not take Cinder Cloak. That makes sense because Cinder Cloak would have been more useful in my previous match, which was against Warriors of the Dark Gods. So this is basically what I'm doing. I'm trying to weaken up his units with the Scorching Salvo and the Pyro Flow. Koopa getting the Hand of Heaven was kind of interesting, and I think that's kind of the reason why I went with Flaming Swords and Bring the Pain, because I figure I have a couple magic missiles, and I have a couple close combat spells. Alright, got the Rod of Battle. battle, of course, for my opponent, though, he has, like I said, he has Shamanism, so he has Savage Fury, Swarm of Insects, Waken the Beast, and Break the Spirit. He also has a Rod of Battle, Children of Umi, as well as Chilling Howl from his Frost Mammoth, so he gets a lot of spells. Like I said, we're playing in circles, so he has the choice, or I had the choice of taking big flanks, which I do. I allow him to come into the center, and I figured he wasn't going to use the building, so I put Ruckus over there to kind of scare anything away, but he doesn't really have a good charge onto Ruckus from the start. Now he deploys like this, and he puts his Tuskers on the right side. Okay. Now when he puts his Tuskers there, it's fine. I take that back. I picked sides. He dropped first, so he dropped it for everything first. So I counter deployed by putting my dogs on the right to chaff up his Tuskers. I put Koopa, Crom, and the trolls all there. That's what I'm gonna do. That I'm gonna scare him from staying away from my K-Pack charge, right? But at the same token, I have 3 units that should in theory be able to handle these Tuskers. Okay, his pigs are on the left side, right? So I don't have to worry about them getting in the way of Crom, Koopa, or the trolls, right? They're all the way on the left side. He does have those darts that could be in the way, but we'll take care of them pretty soon. And basically, that's how the table looks. I go ahead and I Vanguard up the dogs. I put them onto the line of sight of the Tuskers, and basically that's it's going to start off turn 1. Orcs or Ogre Cons. Ogre Cons turn 1. He walks forward. Now, first of all, inside that little red Dixie cup right there, he may have been a little tipsy. I'm just saying. So if you have questionable things that he has done, it's probably because he was a little tipsy. All right. But he moves up his mercs on the left. He has his tribesmen in the center. The center unit is his unit with all 3 characters in it. He has the 2 darts, and his chaff starts to move up. He's very aggressive with this. He doesn't really care. He knows we're going to fight. Magic, he gets a swarm of insects off onto Ruckus, gets a wound off. He does Chilling Howl onto my Goblins, which I just kind of like, well, whatever. And that's about it. Turn 1, Orcs and Goblins turn 1. I go ahead and I charge. Now I charge Crom into his unit of, what are they called? The Bruiser Darts. Okay? He flees. I try to redirect. I think I failed to redirect. So I charge the K-Pack. Now the K-Pack's really interesting. If I hit the other unit of Bruisers, and I kill them on the charge, right? And I overrun. I actually hit the flank of his general's unit. So he sees what I'm doing there. He flees with that one as well, and I think I just failed both charges. So they basically end up going like this. Actually, it looks like Crom got the proper charge. I tried to redirect Crom into the Tuskers, and he just failed that charge outright. The K-Pack failed the redirect because I think the BSB is way too far. The BSB is on the right flank. So I just let that happen. The Trolls kind of look this direction. They're kind of stuck behind Crom because Crom just charged forward like an idiot. And then I move Koopa over to the right side. I put the dogs in the way of the Tuskers. I am not going to focus on the Tuskers for Magic because if I do, he might lose 1 and pull off the 1 by the dogs. I want him to go towards Koopa. Okay? And if he does, he's going to give up a flank to Trolls or the rear to Crom. That'll be great, right? And my K-Pack, I understand since they failed the charge, they kind of ran forward into a shitty position. They're going to get charged by his general's unit, okay? So what I ended up doing was I ended up just reforming my savages to look in the center. I reformed my general to look at the center, and if he wants to come forward towards the tribes or the K-Pack, by all means, come. You're going to get hit by 1 or 2 flanks, okay? Ruckus ends up having to chaff. He chaffs in front of his Merc Vets to protect my flank of my savages, but also I'm going to give myself a chance to shoot him with the Goblins with bows. Alright, Magic got a 4 on the Flux. Go ahead and I do a couple wounds onto his Tribesman unit. Now, it looks like I did a Scorching Salvo. Got 1 on the pig, got 1 onto the unit of Tribesmen. CJ does this thing where he counts backwards with his dice or upwards. I don't know if he does upwards or downwards. I forget. But it always confuses the fuck out of me. And that's about it. It's going to go ahead and start off Ogre Cons turn 2. He charges Ruckus. That's obvious. He's going to charge the K-Pack. He's going to take the bait, which is fine. And I think he could have charged the flank of Crom, but he would only have 1 guy in, and that was like going to be a shaman. I think he was just like, eh. And worst case scenario, if he does do that, what benefit does it get him? It's going to put him in a spot where he could overrun into trolls, but then still get hit by the savages, or the K-Pack even, possibly, potentially, right? His Tuskers charge into the dogs, and boom, boom, boom! That's all three of them. Now, he has this remarkable luck, okay? You see that fence back there where the Tuskers are, just above them, where the Mammoth is? He has this invisible line there where anybody who runs back there will rally every fucking time, okay? So these two guys rally, these two Blizzard Darts. Okay, that's fine. At least they're way out of there. They're not in my way anytime soon. Now, CJ does this, where he moves his pig over here, okay? He moves his pig just in range of my savages to frenzy bait me. He asks me, where is your BSB? BSB is all the way by Koopa. Okay. So you have to take a frenzy check to get to this pig. So I swear to God, he spends a good 10 minutes. A good 10 minutes. Again, he's tipsy. Making sure I could charge the flank of the boar. The flank. Not the front. The flank. And he has made it very clear I'm charging the flank. I said, okay. I understand, CJ. I understand. I'm getting the flank. I understand. Right? Magic gets a 7 on the flux, goes ahead and gives them Break the Spirit. And I think the reason why, I honestly do believe the reason why he did this subconsciously was because he wanted me to run into the hill. And I would take Break the Spirit for the plains and Break the Spirit for the hill. That kind of makes more sense, to be honest. But he does Break the Spirit onto my savages. Okay. It's a very smart move. It's a very, very smart move. The Tuskers kill my dogs. They overrun about 8 or 9 inches towards Koopa. Puts him right in front of Koopa. There was no way in hell he could actually touch Koopa. I think I put him at like exactly 12.1. Over here, Ruckus actually ends up killing off one of the Mercs. The Mercs go ahead and do only 3 wounds onto Ruckus. Ruckus actually lives that and will hold for a turn. Over here, the K-Pack ended up doing a wound. It looks like I actually killed a tribesman. Let me go back a couple pictures. Yeah, I killed the tribesman and put a wound on to another gentleman. But they're going to go ahead and just destroy my K-Pack. K-Pack doesn't stand a chance. They are going to, I believe, overrun towards the backfield. And this is where I go into turn 2. And I give him the question. I said, okay, I'm going to call out the log. So on 3, 2, 1, WOG! And I go, all right, CJ, correct me if I'm wrong. You said you gave me the flank. We did the measurement like 10 times, and it took like 10 minutes. You gave me the flank. He's like, yes, you have to charge the flank. I failed my frenzy check. I have to charge. I go, okay, but I'm going to overrun into the flank of your tribesman unit. And he goes, I may have fucked up. Okay. I charged Crom into the tribesmen. He could barely see them, but the thing is, the trolls are in my ass, so I can't wheel where I'm at with Crom. I have to run forward and then wheel, which puts Crom in a very good position to get only the tip. My trolls charge. I'm sorry. Koopa charges the trolls. He holds. Passes his terror check. The trolls charge the flank of the trolls. He flees. And when he does so, he flees really far. He needed I think it was a bad move in general. He rolled like an 11, and it takes him to the other side of the house. Now, he's like, well, at least I'm safe. And I go, actually, Koopa still has a 90-degree turn. Koopa could run straight and then turn. So I think I just need like a 10, and I catch your Tuskers. I rolled a 9. Okay, so Koopa just does a funky wheel. Crom gets in, the trolls fail their charge. I don't charge my general in. I contemplated doing it. I probably should have, but let's see how it goes. Savages go into the pig, and holy hell, here's the bleeding. This is the first Break the Spirit roll. I lose 6 savages. 6, okay? Bing! 6, okay? And that's how the table looks. My Goblins haven't moved. I'm just going to shoot the Mammoth. Crom's in combat. The Savages need, I think, like a 6 or 7 to overrun into the Tribesman unit, which is going to be fun. And I think part of it was I didn't want my general to be stuck fighting his Kagadai's legacy guy. That guy would fuck me up. Right? And I mean, the Kagadai's guy is stuck on Crom. So I think I'm okay. I moved my BSB's unit this way. I'm going to try to just put some wounds into the pig or into the woolly mammoth, and that's how the table looks. Magic got a 1 on the flux. Go ahead and I just do all my dice on flaming swords. I get it off here because this is going to be the nastiest part. Shooting. I'm going to shoot into his woolly mammoth. I only put up a wound. Over here, Ruckus isn't so lucky. Ruckus gets his ass kicked by these mercs. It's mainly because that woolly mammoth is there. The woolly mammoth slows Ruckus down where the mercs are swinging first, and they just kill Ruckus outright. Over here, I kill the pig, and I overrun. And when I overrun, I kill 7 more of my guys. 7! Oh, that's just brutal, man. It's just brutal. I'm not even losing combat res. I'm just losing because I'm losing freaking running into fucking shit ton of Legos, man. God. Barefooted. Alright, this combat. Crom just impact hit, kill 1 guy. Go ahead and I do all my attacks. Now, I do have Break the Spirit up, but I still managed to kill the entire back 2 rows with Crom and Savages. Between Battle Focus and all the attacks, it's just brutal. He ends up killing off, it looks like a good chunk of my guys, actually. He ends up killing off, looks like 3, 4, 5, 6 of my guys. I think 6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 of my guys. But I am going to win this combat. I am going to chase him. I still have the Wog up, so I still have Swift Stride. And he rolls a 12. Gets away. I think I rolled an 11 and a 10 or something like that, or 11 and 9. And it puts me in a very shitty spot. Look at this. My Savages are exposing their flank to his mercs that just got free from Ruckus. And Macrom is basically just up there doing nothing. The Woolly Mammoth, I don't think could see the Savages. I think I just lucked out with that one. But let's go into, yeah, you can see right here. Let's go into turn 3, Ogre Cons. Ogre Cons turn 3, he charges the flank of my Savages. He has a Swift Stride. He looks like he's roughly about like 15 or 16 inches away, so he does need like a 10 or a 9. So his Woolly Mammoth decides to also charge into my Goblins here. He's hoping that I fail a terror check. Man, he doesn't know. I could do this all day, man. I could do this all day. I make a Leadership 6 terror check, and I'm going to stand and shoot him. Now, what ends up happening here is he fails both the charges. Both the charges he fails. Now, his general is running to the unholiest of fences that fucking makes everybody rally, so he rallies on half leadership. He rallies with no reroll. He rallies. Okay, this should put me in a good spot, right? This should put me... I think this is a good spot. I believe so, right? Alright, so his guys are moving up. His Tuskers rally because they went through the fence. Like I said, that whole corner is just the passing the rally checks. Alright, Magic gets 2 on the flux, goes ahead, and I don't really know what he does on Magic. I think it'll pop up in a second, and we'll see. I think he gave himself +1 toughness. I want to say that's what happened. These scraplings here are going to shoot into my Goblins. They end up killing 2 Goblins. That's about it. It's going to start off turn 3. Orcs and Goblins. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Koopa is going to continue charging because I think to clear the building, I just have to turn ever so slightly. And I'm only going to touch about 2 Tuskers. So I'm like, fuck it. Koopa doesn't care. Koopa doesn't care. Koopa's going in. I think I failed. No, he fails the terror check. Fails the terror check and just runs off the table. Okay. Koopa's going to redirect into some of those guys over there, but he fails that charge. Now, I don't charge the Savages in, and I don't charge Crom in because of 2 reasons. Number 1, his general just scares the shit out of me. Number 2 is whatever that spell is. It could be Awaken the Beast. I don't really remember, but I decided I don't have to do much right now. It looks like my trolls charged something else. I don't know what my trolls were doing over there. Oh, they were chaffed by a pig. So I just charged a pig. The pig just blends in with the color because the color's so dark. There you go. So I move my general over here to charge over the Savages on the following turn. I move my Goblins out this way. I basically leave it where the only person he could charge out, I think, was I actually think it was the general and the shaman. But I wasn't even thinking that, to be fair. I was going into magic, just gonna shoot the shit out of him, and I wasn't even thinking that he was gonna charge his characters out or break up the unit. Right, magic get a 7 on the flux. Go ahead and I do a scorching salvo. I end up killing off one of his characters. I end up killing the tribesman. And when I do, his unit shrinks. Shink! Like that. His general shifts over. And it looks like he did get a Waking the Beast up. Okay. I end up doing a couple wounds onto these guys. These guys as you can see, they're taking a wound piece. Over here, I'm going to shoot into his unit, and I have to pick out units. So I pick off his shaman, get one wound off. I get his BSB, one wound through. And that's basically it. It's going to start off his turn. Ogre Khan's turn 4. I think 4. He charges both his bruiser darts into the flank of my trolls, and I understand why he's doing this. He's doing this because he wants to hold them still. Yeah, I can hold the steadfast. Yeah, I'll be fine. But all it takes is one bad roll, maybe. You know what I mean? But regardless, if his general charges out of the unit, which he will, he doesn't want the trolls to get in combat. He charges his general into my savage orcs. Now, I could give him the champ and just deal with it, but we'll see what happens. He charges here, hoping for another terror check, and I could do this all day, bro. But he does get in with the mammoth and the scraplings. And as you can see, his general did charge out of the unit, gets right into my savage orcs. Now, like I said, I could just give him my champ and deal with it. But at the same token, I'm like, this is a good chance to just kill his general. I have to put wounds on his general, right? His mercs start coming up to the flank of my unit, which I'm just going to have to deal with. Magic, he gets an 8 on the flux, and he does break the spirit on my savage orcs. Again, giving me -1 to hit. Over here, he ends up killing off a shit ton of my goblins. My goblins failed. They just get destroyed. His scraplings overrun past my 3rd goblin leadership this tournament. This game, I mean. And his mammoth decides to turn this way to start coming towards where he needs help, right? It does look like I got a wound off onto the mammoth. I think the mammoth has 6, and now he's down to 4. Over here, I don't give him my champ. I let him fight. He kills off 3 or 4 of my guys. I'm holding steadfast, but I try to do any wounds, and I just straight up just swinging for the fences, man. Nothing happens. Alright, it's going to be turn 4. Orcs and Goblins. Orcs and Goblins, turn 4. Koopa charges his BSB and his Shaman. Fuck those two motherfuckers in their fucking assholes. I'll fuck them right up, motherfuckers. He flees. You son of a bitch. So Crom charges both the darts. And when Crom charges both the darts, they flee. Alright, well, I left an opening for my trolls. My trolls will charge the ass of his general. Crom does run far enough where the trolls get through. The trolls get in like that. And Koopa fails the charge. My general comes this way to continue chasing his BSB's unit, but also blocking the mercs from getting into future combat. Okay. And the way I see it is the mammoth can't see the savages. They're off the hill. His mercs can't charge in because they're going to be fighting my general. Alright, so I think I'm okay. I'm looking at this. I got a charge, I got a rear charge, I got a big rear, I got a rank, I got a banner. What am I missing? Charge, rear, big rear, rank, banner. That's 6 combat res. 6. The most he can do is 4 onto me, but he'll have only a -2. And I do win that combat, and he doesn't have a BSB nearby. He doesn't. But I want to kill this general. I do want to kill this general. Okay? So let's go over this. Magic. Gotta bring the pain off. I put it on the general. Now I'm really gonna fuck up this general. I do want a flaming swords though, but I don't get it. Over here, this combat, my goblins do lose to the scraplings. Over here, this combat, I'm like, he's like, do you wish to challenge? I'm like, no, I'm gonna kill your general. I'm gonna kill. He kills all my savages. Every single fucking savage. I don't know what these 4-1s are. I don't know what these are, but it doesn't fucking matter. Oh, it's because I put on 2 wounds on him. He does 5 wounds to me. I'm already up at 6 combat res, 7, 8 combat res. He does 5, which is -3. But I don't know what these 4-1s are for because he does hold. It doesn't really matter. And he goes to reform, but he fails that. He doesn't turn around to face the trolls. So I'm still in the big rear. I still have a chance to fuck him up with my trolls. He takes 2 wounds. I'm going to kill this motherfucker, okay? Rally checks. He rallies his BSB's unit. He rallies those 2 fucking darts up there. Maybe that's what all the ones were for. I don't remember. But he fucking rallies all the bullshit. That fucking fence is fucking full of shit. That's what it is. That whole corner's full of shit over there. God damn. And his fucking Mammoth tried to charge my goblins. They didn't care, though. They stood and shot him. All right. Magic got a 4 on the flux, goes ahead and he puts up Children of Umi here. He did charge into my general, and it was in such an angle where only one guy could touch in. But the Children of Umi, whatever. It is what it is. Over here, this is the only guy I want dead. This is the only guy I want dead. Okay? He punks the shit out of me. Look at this. This is how many wounds I did to him. 3, 6, 7 wounds. He literally had taken 2 last round. So out of 7, do you know how many he takes? 2. The motherfucker's still alive. This motherfucker's still alive. He goes ahead and he swings back and he kills straight up 6 wounds. 6. I have a big rear and 2 wounds. He does 6. I lose combat. Now I'm going to stay there. I am steadfast, but that's just bullshit, man. This fucking guy. Over here, he does get an impact hit off onto my general, does a wound. But besides that, my general just rips apart these mercs. I end up killing off, I think that was just the champ. I think he charges in, gives me the champ. And then his champ impact hit did 1 wound, but I just destroy the champ. So he still has 3 guys there. He is steadfast. He's going to hold, and basically we're going to stay there for a turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 5, I think this is. Koopa is going to come around here trying to back up either the trolls or against the mammoth. Right, so Koopa's coming this way. I'm going to go ahead and start doing Hand of Heavens too, because what else is Koopa going to do? Magic got a 5 in the flux, and as you can see, this is just how the table looks right now. Crom's coming around that way, but his bruisers are also coming back because they kept fucking rallying. Magic, I get a Hand of Heaven off. Boom! He's like, yeah, whatever. It's going to be like 6 strength 2. I'm like, all right, let's see how many it is. 6, boom, boom. Strength 7. He's like, what? And I was like, I just fucking roasted that fucking woolly mammoth. He's like, are you fucking kidding me, James? I was like, nope. Koopa, you electrifying fucking Darth Sidious motherfucker. Holy shit, Koopa. Over here, though, not so lucky. I did get a rod of battle off on my trolls, but the damn trolls got their asses kicked. I'm not even going to go there yet, though, because my general over here fucks up his mercs. I mean, I think I killed him to a man. I think I hit the venomous surge on the spike tail of the wyvern, kill off one of the damn ogres, and my general was like, sock, just wiped them out. I'm staring at his BSB and his shaman left, but that's basically, he's going to have to charge me or he's going to have to deal with me. The general and the troll fight, he does kick my ass. I think I do make good regen saves. I think I'm still steadfast, but it's getting dicey over there. All right, his turn. He decides to charge his shaman and his BSB in. He figures he has a charge, a banner, and he'll do whatever he can, right? Now, the shaman does have shamanism, so if he gets off 1 spell, I'm going to have to start wounding him on 5s. All right. Magic, he gets a 6 on the flux. First spell he casts. Was it? Yeah, that thing was dead. Okay. First spell he casts is Awaken the Beast. He wants +1 strength for that impact hit. Okay, and to start killing my general. He rolls 5 dice. He's like, fuck it. All I want is Awaken the Beast. He rolls the 5 dice, and he rolls a 6. Boom! His shaman dies. Holy shit. Alright. Close combat. Close combat. As you can see, his BSB did do a wound onto me, but I just killed the guy. I killed him. He had like a 2-up armor, but I think I got fucking lethal strikes off. I think that's what those dice are. I don't remember, but holy shit. I just wiped the guy out. He's like, motherfucker, man. Over here, his general killed my trolls. His general fucking killed my trolls. I think I couldn't make a regen save for the life of me. His general's running around with 1 wound remaining. 1. But you see, he just ran that way. Nobody could charge him back there because he chased the trolls off, right? And it's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 6. Orcs and Goblins turn 6. Koopa! My general going to go and charge into his scraplings. At this point, I'm just like, you know what? It was a flag scenario. His fucking 2 units of bruisers are still up there. They're fighting Crom. I think Crom got stuck in a fight with one of them. Alright? But Koopa and my general are going to charge these scraplings because they are scoring, and I have to get the damn scoring points. Right? So I charge in. Boom! Both of them get in. This is how the table looks. Okay? For the record, he has killed both my goblin units and my savages. I've killed his tribesmen and his mercs, and that was it. I am down 1 unit. I have to kill these scraplings, or Crom has to kill the tribesmen up there. I'm going to let you know right now, Crom doesn't do it. Okay, Crom only gets 3 attacks or 1 crush. Okay, it's not enough to do it, and I think I just whiff. Alright, my goblins line up. People ask me, why did you take throwing weapons and bows? And this is why. I am going to unload 40 throwing weapons. 40 throwing weapons into his fucking ass. Into his motherfucking ogre ass. I'm going to just chop these fucking throwing axes in there. And one of them has to goddamn stick. Alright? Magic. Get a pyro flow. And I kill his general. I didn't even get to throw my goddamn throw. I was starting to count the dice. I was pulling them out like, all right, here's 20. Here's the next 20. And god damn it, I killed him with the pyro. Over here, he does give me a challenge with the champion, but it doesn't matter. Koopa just rips apart the goddamn unit. They run. I think we just did just make a steadfast check, and he failed it, and they just popped. And that is the game. Guys, I'm going to give you a quick video with CJ, and I'll be right back.
What's going on, Ratman? I got CJ here. CJ, we just finished our game. How did you feel it went?
It went. Unfortunately, I made a lot of mistakes that game. Maybe won't have the next time. We'll see. It's always fun playing James. You know how it is.
I made the mistake last time of listening to him say large and infantry. So I made sure that didn't happen this game.
No, you didn't. I blame the rules team. They need to learn how to word things.
You know they're going to comment on that and be like, under page this, it says it very specifically.
Well, it would be nice if that was referenced anywhere in the army books. No one's going to sit there and read all the whole book.
I've never read the whole book.
Yeah, see, yeah, man.
I pick and choose. I cherry pick what I want to know.
Oh, see, now that's perfect, isn't it?
First off, the game was a lot of fun. Second off, there's a couple things I noticed that I did that I really don't agree with myself. And I don't really recall right now. Let me go back here for a second. Like, I could have just gave him the champ. I should have just gave him the champ. They had a better chance of him just failing his leadership check. But, like, I was really just thought I could kill him. I thought I could just kill him outright, right? His general is really fucking beefy, though. As for my general did great, okay? Going over the points this game when I did it, this is honestly the second time I recorded this video because I didn't mention the points at all, and I felt like that was just a disservice to how good my general did, right? So let's go over that really quick. My general ended up getting 1,600 points. He got the most points out of anybody this round, and the last round he got 2,100 points. So my general is a fucking murder machine. When he picks his own fights. Okay, the first round against Eirik, though, I got shot to shit. Doesn't count. Okay, I got stuck with dryads. Anyways, Koopa got a respectable 800. The Trolls got 1,000, and that was mostly from doing wounds onto his general. They did about 4 wounds to his general, but they didn't kill him. And they also got an assist kill on, I think, the Tuskers. But Baxter and the Pyromaniac, he ended up doing 400 points, 474. Savages at 480, and basically that's about it. There's BGK's 250, Green Guard 120, Ruckus did 100, Crom did basically 400. And the K-Pack only got 2 wounds on 2 tribesmen. Tribesmen. Anyways, guys, that was the game. Warboss Dread did a great job. Now, my next game I am going to get against Joe Finlayson. Now, at this point, I'm going to let you guys know, first of all, we were staying at a hotel with, an Airbnb with Skaven and AZ, Kenyon Duncan, and John 653. I slept on a freaking sofa bed, but the damn bar is not made, that sofa bed was not made for somebody my size, okay? And that bar was digging in my back the whole night. So the next day, I just was kind of out of it. I do play Joe Finlayson game 4, and then I do play Skaven and AZ game 5. You guys might have saw that on his video. But at that point, I forgot to even do the post-game interviews, just because I was so out of it. And then when I was leaving, I was like, I forgot to do that. I am in trying to get into. Right now, we are in looking. Team Mexico is looking for a mercenary. We had a last minute drop. One of our guys has a wedding to go to, so his sister's wedding, so he cannot miss it to go to ETC. And so we're looking for somebody to come on. If you feel you are good enough and you want to go to ETC, this might be your chance. Come with Team Mexico. All right. We're a great team, good guys, and especially if I've commented or talked to you before, I probably know who you are. It's even better. All right, guys. Besides that, this was a fun game. CJ was a fun opponent. I did put something up that I saw on CJ's Facebook that I feel like kind of. I just told him I'll put him on our video. There's another reason why I want to redo the video. Besides that, guys, it was a big victory for the Orcs and Goblins. I did not get the objective though because we tied the objective. So I think it was a 16-4. Let's see, round 3. Yep, 16-4. And it puts me in the middle of the pack, more or less. And I think it's kind of where I stay. But anyways, that's how it goes. Round 3. End of round 4. Let's do round 3. There we go. Yeah, I'm right in the middle at 11. I could have fought Joel Flint or Joe Finlayson. Ended up fighting Joe Finlayson. Anyways, guys, that's about it. That's all I got for this video. Take care and peace.